What's going on, guys? In today's video I'm going to be showcasing the brand new Goldshell HS Lite home miner. Now you may be wondering, why is this miner called the home miner? Well, the reason for that is because this specific miner is very efficient while also being very quiet while it mines the handshake coin or the Saya coin. Now, as you just heard, this crypto miner has the capability of mining two different algorithms, so if you feel more passionate about one specific cryptocurrency, you can choose either or of which one you want to mine. Now in this video I'm going to be going over how to set up this miner to mine the handshake algorithm, because at the moment the handshake algorithm is slightly more profitable than the Saya coin. So I'm going to put up a quick picture that's going to go over the specifications of this miner. As you can see here, HNS, this miner is going to be doing just about 1300 gigahash at 1200 watts. And then for Saya coin, it's going to be doing 2900 gigahash at 700 watts. So it does look like with Saya coin it is a little bit more power efficient, but believe it or not, with the current price of HNS or handshake, it's slightly more profitable. So that is the main reason why I'm going to be going over the handshake. So before we get into the video, I just want to showcase the miner itself for a little bit. I'll go over the dimensions real quick. So as you can see here, the miner is just at 9 inches in length, just under 11.5 inches in height, and about 8 inches in width. Now I do want to show you guys how exactly I'm going to be powering my HS Lite miner. So as you can see here, I have a C14 to C19 power cable. Now the reason why I have this specific power cable is because I'm going to be plugging in my HS Lite directly into one of my PDUs that I have, as you can see here. Now this specific PDU actually tells you how many amps you're pulling. That way there you don't go over the limit of what you're capable of doing at your outlet. Now if you don't have one of these PDUs, you don't have to worry too much about that. You can easily power this miner with one of these power cords right here. This specific power cord is called NEMA 15 to C13. Now another thing I want to show you guys is just the size comparison to the Goldshell CK6. So as you can see right here, the miner that I have to my right is the CK6 and to the left is the HS Lite. Now as you can see, the HS Lite is a lot smaller, and where it's going to make a huge difference is how much quieter it is compared to these professional miners. For example, the CK6 is producing a little over 80 decibels, while the HS Lite is just under 55 decibels, which is a huge difference. And we're actually going to be going over just how quiet the HS Lite is coming up. So without further ado, I'm just going to get this miner hooked up real quick, and I'll be right back to do some testing. Alright, so here we go. I now have my HS Lite powered up, and it's currently hashing away on the pool called poolin.me. In a couple of minutes I'm going to show you guys how to set that up, but before I do, I just wanted to give you guys a quick little sound demo to see just how quiet this is. I actually had to go up to the miner itself just to double check to make sure that it was on. The reason why I thought that was because I actually have a bunch of Goldshell mini miners right above this one, so the noise level is almost exactly equal with those mini miners. Now when you first power on your HS Lite, you're going to notice that the fans are going to ramp up. Don't worry about that. That is just the behavior of a crypto miner booting up. After a couple of seconds, it's actually going to start ramping down the fan RPMs, and it's going to get a lot quieter. Now before I go over the decibel readings with the miner on, I just want to show you guys exactly what the decibel reading is, the room that all my mini miners are in. So at the moment, all my mini miners, and I'm getting around 45 decibels. So that really isn't that loud, especially when you have this many of them all in the same exact room. Now here's the decibel reading with the miner on. As you can see here, the highest decibel reading that showed up on my phone was around 47 decibels. Now I do also want to mention that this is a Shure microphone, which is capable of picking up very minuscule amounts of noise. So this is probably the closest that you're going to be able to get to the exact decibel reading for all these miners. So believe it or not, Goldshell actually claims that this miner makes it around 55 decibels. But as you can see here, the highest decibel reading that I'm getting is just about 47, which is very good. Alright, for this next part, I'm just going to be going over the configuration of this miner. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is connect your computer to that same exact network that your crypto miner is connected to. Once you make sure that both your computer and your miner is on that same exact network, we can go ahead and configure our pool account. So for this case, I'm going to be utilizing the pool called Poolin, and the way how you can access that pool is by navigating to the website called poolin.me. Once you get to poolin.me, you can go ahead and click the register button. Now it's very quick and easy to register your account. You can either set up with an email address or just simply use your cell phone number as well. So I just use my email address on this dummy account that I just created real quick. And I'm going to go ahead and sign in and answer the security question. Now once you're signed in, your screen should look something like this. All you're going to want to do is go ahead and click on the pool account tab that's on the top. Once there, you're just going to want to go ahead and click on sub account list. From there, we're going to click on that button that says create sub account. Now we can make this sub account name. You can make this anything that you want, any name, but for this case, I'm just going to make it JMAGG test HNS. Once you create that name, just click on the button HNS, and now we can set the withdrawal address. So just to speed things up, I'm going to be utilizing the pool and wallet so that every coin that you mine is going to be sent directly to your pool and wallet. Now pool and wallet is a easy to use wallet that you can download on your cell phone. Now I'm going to put links to that pool and wallet down in the description below for either iPhone or Android. And now I'm going to go ahead and hit create, and it's pretty much that simple. Now as you can see here, it gives you all the information that you need in order to get started. So we want to put this to the side for now and then go to find.goldshell.com. Once you go to find.goldshell.com, you're going to see a list of all your crypto miners that you have. For example, your number one miner is going to be the last miner that you plugged in. So for this case, it's going to be my HS Lite. So you're just going to want to hover over HS Lite. And once you do that, you want to move over to the right underneath settings and click on that little button. Once you click on that button, it's going to take you directly to the IP address configuration page for the HS Lite. Once here, by default, the language is going to be set to Chinese. It's very simple to change that. All you have to do is hit the flag at the top right, and a drop-down menu is going to show, and then you can go ahead and click on English. Next, you're going to want to go ahead and click on the unlock button. Now, by default, your unlock password is going to be the numbers 1 through 9, so go ahead and type that in. Once you type that in, you can hit the unlock button, and now we can start making changes to our HS Lite miner. Now, the first step to make these changes is that you have to click the button at the top left, and the slide out window is going to open up. Next, you're going to want to hit that gear icon so that you can get to the main configuration page. Once here, you're going to see a mining address that's going to be a default one. That default one is just going to be a URL that Goldshell uses to test the miner before they ship them out. You can go ahead and remove that. So as you can see here, I just have a test one that I did. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the remove button. Once removed, we can now click on add, and a new window is going to pop up. Now here is where you're going to put in your pool configuration. So now we can go back to that poolin.me page. We're going to copy URL number 1, and we're going to paste it under URL on that configuration page. Now as you notice, the stratum part disappeared. That's fine. You actually don't want that on your address. If you leave that, it's not going to connect to the pool correctly, but Goldshell's website automatically deletes that for you. Now for the miner name, if you remember, when you created your sub account name, that is going to be your miner name. So in this case, it is JMAGG test HNS.001. Now what exactly that 001 means is that this is my first HNS miner. So in the future, if you get a second HS Lite or even an HS box, you can name those miners .002 or 003 and so on. So I'm going to keep it as 001 because this is my first one on this account, and then your password is just simply going to be 123, and then you can go ahead and click on the apply button, and then you have it. Within a matter of seconds, the shovel is going to turn green, and that means you are currently hashing away on your address. And there you have it. So this is the completed tutorial on how to set up your HS Lite. Now if you want a specific video on how to configure this miner for the Saya coin algorithm, just feel free to let me know down below, and if I get enough comments, I will go ahead and make that video for you guys. Now let me know what you thought about this video, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe.